everybody at 5 Minute Church. Welcome to Midweek Minutes. Hope you guys had an awesome week. I know there's so much going on in the world, and it's so hard to stay sane and, you know, just with everything going on, it's crazy.
I think we're like going to bed and we're wondering, you know, what's the next shooting? Where's it going to be when we wake up in the morning? And the world's going crazy, I think.
It is going crazy, and I feel like it's just getting worse, you know, moment by moment.
Yeah, it is. And today we want to just talk about how do you stay sane in a world that seems to be going crazy?
And how do you? I mean, Jordan and Jenny, our son, and his girlfriend reached out to us the other night, and they went to see this movie, and it was the Hillary movie that's out, and there was this guy who had this American flag turban wrapped around his head in the front row, and just his behavior wasn't right. You know, he kept turning around and looking at him, and he was on his phone, and as soon as the movie started, he got up, and they were watching him, but as soon as the movie started, he got up and he walked towards the exit door, not towards going out, towards the exit door. And Jordan and Jenny were like, we're out of here. And they left, and he saw them leave. And whether they stopped them from, you know, something happening, you know, maybe he saw them leave. But anyways, just that we have to even live in fear like that. Yeah,
you're always thinking about all that kind of things. And we've been talking too, like, when is it going to happen in the church? Like, that scares me when we go into some churches all across the country, and it's like there's no security. And it happened today. We saw in the news that there was
in
France ISIS came in and slit the throat of the priest there. It's horrible.
And we have been saying this for a very long time. We have saying this is going to happen to the church, you know, and what happens when we're afraid to walk in the church, or we're afraid to sit in church because somebody might come in and violate us. I mean, that's a really scary thought. Yeah. No matter where you are, I mean, you kind of have to think that way. But even in church, like, is that the way that we should have to live?
Yeah, we shouldn't live in fear. And I think that's one of the cool things about 5 Minute Church is that you can take church anywhere. And who knows what God's going to use that. And I think it's a great tool for all of us to still connect and not have to live with any of those fears and whatnot. So
it's so true. And even I saw this thing the other day. It was really cool. It was saying like Facebook is the largest media company or app basically, but produces no content. You know, Airbnb is like the largest real estate company, but has no real estate. Yeah. You know, and what we see 5 Minute Church as being the largest church, but with no church.
With no walls.
You know, there's no walls, but you can take it wherever you go. It's the same thing. It's at the convenience of what you need. And so we do see 5 Minute Church as a movement, and we see that. But this world that we're living in can be so scary. And in Jeremiah 17:7-8, it says, "But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots to the stream."
Yeah, I think to be sane in a crazy world, 3 things. Couple of these we've talked about before, they're pretty easy, but at the same time a lot harder to practice, right? First of all, trust God. He's the only constant that we have. He's the only hope. He's the only constant. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, that we find our blessing by putting our full faith and trust in God. And we can't guard and guide our life by the things that are happening in the world and media.
Man, that's so true. And I really feel like even when circumstances arise in our life, you know, stuff comes up, and immediately I just go to, don't ride that storm. Don't ride that emotional roller coaster. You know, that we can stay calm in that. We've talked about this before, in being a temperature or being a thermometer or a thermostat. But we don't want to ride that storm. We want to stay calm, and the best thing that we can say is, you know, go to God and just pray. I mean, really get in, dive deep. And so that's what we're talking about. Number 2 is connect with God. You know, get in and connect with him. And whether it's getting alone and praying, however that is, going and hiking or working out, putting some worship music on, dig in, connect with God, connect with others. That's number 2.
Yeah, and I love what Jeremiah says, that we're like a tree planted by water, that we have to feed ourselves. We have to be close to the water. If we dry up, if we're feeding ourselves by the world, if we're feeding whatever we're putting in, brings us life. And so if it's all the stuff of the world, it's going to lead to death and destruction. So we have to stay connected through prayer, through the word, through encouragement, through 5 Minute Church, just connecting to one another.
Absolutely. And number 3, we want to encourage you guys to share 5 Minute Church. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, because I know there are many people, and we've said this so many times, but there's a lot of people that will be encouraged by this. There's so many people that are losing hope on a daily basis. I just lost another friend today, and it just grieves grieves my heart, but because they've lost hope, and that we don't want you to lose hope, that we have the answer. We have this answer, and so that's the hope that we hold on to. That's the exciting part, is that we do have that answer.
We have to be proactive. We can just say, oh, look at where the world's going, but we have to do something. And I think it's the one person challenge. This week, just find one person to download 5 Minute Church that you know of that can encourage them. I think this is a great tool that God has given all of us to be part of. And so that's the one person challenge we want to throw out to you guys. And so hopefully you're having an awesome week. We love you guys. Stay encouraged, trust God, connect, share, and we got to be proactive in this world. We love you guys. If we can pray for you, please go on our app or on our website, and we'd love to pray for those requests that you guys have.
And make sure you share the videos, comment on them. Please connect with us, because you know that we want to connect back. We are connecting with you, and so we love you so much. Hope you have an awesome week.
God bless you.
It's too broken